Hey guys, it's Ashley and I'm back with another video. This has actually been like an extremely requested video because, I'm very open about my Crohn's disease and everything like that, and a lot of you on my Instagram have been reaching out to me through my DMs and comments and things and asking for me to do a video, kind of like my story, my tips and tricks, like what I've gone through and things like that. So this will probably be a pretty long video, and if you've been a subscriber for a while, you already know a lot about my Crohn's disease, so you don't have to watch this video, obviously. I mean, you don't even have to watch it at all, you know what I mean. But, yeah, so I just have some notes in my phone, so I remember what to say, and yeah, so I'm first gonna start off with the story of you know what I mean. I don't even know what I'm saying. Ugh. Okay. So my neighbor's like outside, so it's kind of like distracting me. That's why I'm not really like focused right now. But okay, let me think. So I'm gonna start with summer 2015 because that was like a horrible summer, like worst summer of my life. I went through so much, so many terrible things happened to me. Like it was just all bad. Okay, and one of those things was my dog dying, and she was around 11 or 12, I believe. Like, I grew up with her, like, it's a really emotional thing. So basically that happened summer 2015. A bunch of other really bad personal stuff happened to me summer 2015 that I'm not going to get into, but just know that that summer was really bad for me, okay? So then I go into my senior year of high school, and I'm like the happiest I've ever been. I have a great group of friends. Everything's going great. I'm recovering from the summer, but with that, my grades were slipping. They weren't bad or anything, but I'll get into that later on. But just know that my grades were slipping a bit, okay? So, everything's going great. I'm partying with my friends, like, life is great, I'm super happy, everything's going good. And then I start to get, like, super stressed out about school because, like I said, my grades were slipping. You had to have a 3.5 to have privileges, which means you can leave for lunch. And I don't know if it was with what happened with the summer and me finally being happy again, but I just kind of, like, started to care less and less about school and consequences and things like that, which I'm not sure if that's normal. Sorry, the lighting's like really messing up right now, but so basically my GPA went below a 3.5, and let me move this, see if this is better. And they were basically like, you can't have privileges anymore. Hold on, this is like really bad too. Let me try it over here. There, that should be semi-okay? I don't know. Anyways, so they're basically like, you can't have privileges anymore. I was kind of like, yes, I am going to have privileges. So I started skipping lunch and still going out with my friends. And then I ended up getting suspended, but it wasn't that simple. Like, my principal went through this whole thing. Like, it was so unnecessary. So I had a lot of stress on me. And then, here, let's try this. Okay, I think this is going to be good. Alright. So I had a ton of stress. Anyways, so, look, this video is already 4 minutes and I haven't even gotten into anything. Alright, focus, Ashley. So, it was like stress. So, I go to Disney World and with my family. This was about December. I'm not vegan yet. I know everyone gets kind of confused with when I went vegan. I'm kind of confused with when I went vegan, but I'll get into it. So I go to Disney World for Christmas with my family, and it was just like really stressful too. Like, my sister was there, which is great because I love my sister, obviously, but she's very like, she's like a drill sergeant, you know what I mean? At times when she needs to be, she is, so that was kind of rough for me because I just got suspended around November. It was like Thanksgiving break, I got suspended. Anyways, so, like I was saying, I go to Disney, blah, blah, blah. Kind of stressful. It was a good vacation, but it wasn't one of our best. So while we're in Disney, well, right before we went to Disney, I was eating really, really bad, like really shitty, lots of homemade cookies, cakes, things like that, because it was winter, you know, like that's just kind of what you do. And so we go to Disney, and I start getting these really bad stomach pains, but we figured that I just ate something that upset my stomach, I guess, because, you know, sometimes that happens when you travel to different places and you eat, you know, you get sick. And we didn't really think much of it, but it turned into me constantly just going diarrhea the whole vacation. And for some reason still we were just kind of like, it's nothing, like it's fine, it's just a little stomach bug, but like clearly something was up. So we come back from Disney and my stomach is super tore up, like it's really bad. And then immediately after that, the artichoke thing happened with my allergic reaction. So I get really panicky with things like that, like health things. So that added a lot of stress to me, because I was thinking like literally everything I eat is gonna make my throat swell up. Like I had a hard time eating like a bowl of rice because I was that scared that it was gonna make my throat swell up, which I know doesn't make any sense, but if you've ever been through an allergic reaction before, I think that that's kind of like a normal thing to happen. I'm not sure though. So I would say, alright, like I've done like vegan things before and everything, but I'm just gonna say my official vegan start date would be, it was before January 1st, but let's just put it at January 1st. So we get back from Disney, I go vegan, I make vegan spinach and artichoke dip, and that's when the artichoke thing happened and really stressed me out. Anyways, so I go to the doctor for my stomach, and basically he's just like, yeah, I mean, it's probably just IBS, it's IBS. If you don't know what IBS, it's irritable bowel syndrome, and I guess it's just caused by like stress and things like that, which totally made sense they would be IBS because of how much stress I was under. And yeah, I was just under like a lot of stress, and it seemed like it really only happened when I was really stressed out. So we were kind of like, okay, yeah, it's IBS, like whatever. He was like, here is a probiotic, start taking this, and you should be fine. So I was like, okay. So I started taking this probiotic, and it didn't really help much. It was more of like it just made me really gassy. Like I would still get the really bad pains, and I would still like have really bad diarrhea, but it just added gas to it. So we made another appointment, and we went back, and we were like this isn't working out or anything. And he was just kind of like, well, there's really not much I can do, like it's IBS, like what do you want me to do? And we were kind of like, well, like you're a doctor, like could you suggest some things? And he was like, well, I guess I could refer you to a gastrologist, but, and then we were like, okay. So we made the appointment with the gastrologist, and it's all kind of like fuzzy. I don't really remember much of how the timeline went, but we met with her, I'm not sure when, maybe February or so, and she did lots of blood work and things like that, and it came back, and obviously like they found stuff. So they're like, okay, we're going to need you to get a colonoscopy. And I was like, okay, like yeah, let's get this colonoscopy, like I'm ready to feel normal again. So we scheduled a colonoscopy, and the only opening they had was for the end of May, which is around my birthday. So I had to wait 3 months to get this colonoscopy, which we were like, this is kind of ridiculous, like we need to know what's going on with our stomach now, but obviously we had no choice, we had to wait. So we scheduled it or whatever, and through the months my stomach is just like getting worse and worse. Like I can barely even go to school. There's blood, like lots of blood in my stools, and it's just like really bad. I can't eat anything. I was just really unhappy. I couldn't hang out with friends anymore because of how bad it got. Like if I would go somewhere, I would be afraid that I'd poop myself. So it was just like a really rough time for me. I'm not gonna cry, I'm fine. I just get a little emotional when I talk about it. So yeah, like I went from being like the happiest I've ever been to like close to like the saddest I've ever been, I guess you could say. I think I just got stung by a bee. Ouch. Anyways, okay, so yeah, it was just a really bad time. Again, my grades were not doing good because they went up and then they went back down and they were just not doing good. I had graduation coming up. I was missing out on a lot of things with my friends because of my stomach. So I was just not happy at all. And then by the time the colonoscopy came, I had like lots of anxiety and things. Because if you know from some of my first videos, I talk about my anxiety. I really don't have much anymore, but my whole life I've had really bad anxiety. So then it's the day before the colonoscopy, and we get the Gatorade, the Duckalax, the Marilax. I had to drink a entire bottle of Marilax and then take, I think, 6 Duckalax. I'm not sure, I don't really remember, but when the time came, I was just kind of like, Dad, like, I don't want to do this, I can't, I'm too scared, because I had to get a colonoscopy and an upper endoscopy, I think that's how you say it, and, you know, I watched videos online, and they were kind of like horror stories, you know, so I was like, Dad, like, I really don't feel comfortable, I can't do this, and obviously he wasn't happy with me, but he was like, if you really don't want to do this, like, there's nothing I can do, I guess, so I didn't do it. And then I graduated high school, and then as soon as I did that, it seemed like all my stomach pain just like went away. Like, I wasn't pooping myself, like nothing bad was really happening for a few days, so we were like, wait, like maybe it was just IBS, you know, like maybe I'm not gonna say his name, maybe he was right. So we kind of just brushed it off and everything, but then this summer was another really rough one for me because I should have just done the colonoscopy when my doctor told me to. Ashley, why don't you listen? But yeah, I didn't. So then, you know, it was like, started getting lots of blood in my stool, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get this shit over with, like, what's the worst that could happen? And like, I know that there are a lot of bad things that could happen, but I was just like, you know what, I don't care, I'm done living like this, like, I want to figure out what's wrong with my stomach. So we scheduled the colonoscopy, and I think we went to the doctor in July, and I had the colonoscopy right before I went on my road trip to see my sister in August. It was like August 10th, I think. So let me think. From that time, it was just like lots of, like, I was literally pooping myself. Like, I would just be sitting there and I wouldn't even feel it. It would just come out. Like, remember this one time specifically, this is really gross, and I don't know why I'm sharing this, but I know that other people are going through these things or have gone through it. So I'm just going to openly share it, and if you have a problem, just don't watch this video. Okay, so I went to go pick up my dad's truck with him, and we went to Mark's and I think Target before, and I was having stomach pains, and I was kind of like, oh, like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So if you have Crohn's, you know, like, when you gotta go to the bathroom, like, you gotta go. So I would, like, sprint to the Mark's bathroom, and I would try to go and nothing would come out, which was really strange because that's never happened to me before. And the same thing happened when we were in Target. So then we get to my dad's friend's shop, and I'm sitting in my car, and my dad's talking to his friend, you know, like, getting his truck and everything like that. And I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden, like, diarrhea just pours out. Like, I didn't even feel it. Like, it literally poured out. So I walked in. Luckily, I was wearing those shorts. They're like Nike Pros. I don't know if they're Nike Pros. They're Nike something, and they have like the built-in underwear inside. So it kind of just like sat in there, you could say. And so I go in there, and I'm like, hey, like, can I use your bathroom? And he's like, yeah, sure. Like, it's right over there. So I go in there, and I pulled on my shorts, and like, he goes there. I'm not gonna get into detail, but it was really bad. It was really embarrassing. Really not a good time. Anyways. So, yeah, I mean, from like July, from August, I did do a few social things, but it wasn't a lot because, I mean, I was nervous, and honestly, I'm surprised I did anything at all. So anyways, I go and I get my colonoscopy. Well, it's the day before my colonoscopy, and I'm like, you know what, I got this, like, I can do this, it's no big deal. So I do the Miralax, and everything was fine, like, I'm feeling it, I'm like, hell yeah, like, I knew I could do this, and really, it's not bad at all. It's really not bad. I had mine with big yellow Gatorade, and everything went great. You just have to time it out, just get some movies from the library or watch some Netflix and just chill, and it'll all be fine. And I took the Decalex and everything. I did get sick one time, and it was when I was finishing the last of the Gatorade. No, it wasn't. It was before I went to bed. I had to take 2 more Decalex, and when I took those, I did throw up, but it was just a little bit, and it wasn't bad. It was all just like liquid because I've been drinking all day. Like, you can't eat anything. So I did that, and then I woke up in the morning and I went in for my colonoscopy, and like, it could not have gone smoother, honestly. I didn't know that I was going to be asleep for the endoscopy, upper endoscopy, because everything that I read online was kind of like, oh no, like, you're awake for it, it's hell, it's horrible and everything. But I was asleep for it, and I didn't know I was going to be asleep for it. So it was really good. Basically, I just went in there, I changed into my gown. They had all the different doctors. I think I had about 7 or 8 different doctors come in and talk to me separately because they all had like different jobs and stuff. So they all came in separately, talked to me, kind of got to know me a bit more, made me feel super comfortable. And then I went into my operating room. They all kind of did a huddle, said what they were going to do, and then I woke up and my colonoscopy was done. So yeah, I didn't, like, everything was fine. Hold on, let me look at my phone, because I know that when I end this video, I'm going to remember a bunch of stuff that I really wanted to say. And, okay. Now, with the medication that I'm on right now, I'm currently taking about 18 pills a day, which is a lot and it's super extreme, I know, but it's just what I have to do just to heal up my stomach and kind of get things back to normal-ish. I am getting weaned down off my prednisone on the 14th, so it's just in about 2 weeks, I think, or 10 days or so. So I am really excited for that because, as you can see, if you've watched my older videos, my face, I'm getting moon face pretty bad. At first it bothered me a lot, but then I was kind of like, well, there's nothing I can do, like, I'm either gonna like cry about it or I can just like go with it, you know what I mean? The thing with moon face though is, okay, so if you can see from the side, see how it kind of like puffs out, because I've always had chubby cheeks like my whole life. You can tell from my other videos, I mean, they weren't like super chubby, but I mean, they were definitely there. And the thing with moon face is that it doesn't just, it's not like a chubby face, it's more of like a, it comes down with your neck and you get like, it's not a normal double chin, it's like this thick type of watery, almost feels like a water balloon, because I mean, I guess it's a lot of water and like fat or something, I'm not really sure. And your face also puffs out this way, so like around my nose it's really puffy and it's like a full circle. I don't know if you can see what I mean with my double chin here. And I have gained some weight. It did go up to about 10 pounds that I gained, but it's gone back down. It's around 5 now. But it's also because when you're on the prednisone, because it's a steroid, you crave like junky foods. But luckily, since I'm vegan, they're healthier than normal junky foods. But yeah, another side effect from prednisone that I've noticed was I had very, very bad acne before. Okay, I've had acne my whole life since I started breaking out. I was about 9, I'd say. And I've also had chest acne and back acne for basically the same amount of time. And my face, before we knew it was Crohn's, like when my stomach problem started, my face was so bad. Like, it broke out so bad. You can even see it in my previous videos. Like, it was really bad. I still do break out now, but I noticed that once I got on the prednisone, it was weird because like it cleared my face a lot. but I also feel like now it's kind of breaking out, but it's because, I think it's because I switched face soaps, because I use ocean salt from Lush, but it's $40, and I was kind of like, oh, like I think I'm just going to take a break from it this month because I can't really afford it right now. So I tried something else and it did not work, but I'm back to ocean salt, and I think my face is clearing up, so that's good. What else is there? My face also, you probably can't tell from here. Well, I need to blend that, my bad, I'm sorry. But it's like growing hair, like I'm kind of growing like a little beard type of thing right here. Which again, it's just something that I'm gonna have to deal with. It's not, I mean, I'd rather have a puffy face, a little bit of acne, and some face on my, and some hair on my face for a while than go through what I was going through, because that was like a horrible time in my life. I haven't noticed any mood swings really. I mean, I'd say right now I might be like a little down, like I'm kind of in a funk, but I think it's just because of my face being puffy. Like I just need to get over that and stuff like that. A lot of you DM me on Instagram and ask me how I've noticed my stomach change, I mean like the Crohn's with a vegan diet versus not a vegan diet, and I can't really answer that question because yes, I wasn't vegan when the symptoms started, but since I've been on my treatment, I've been vegan. So I don't know what being on treatment and not being vegan is like, because as of right now, I really have no symptoms at all. Like, it feels like I don't even have Crohn's. So I'm not sure if it's the same with people who aren't vegan and going through a treatment plan. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'm gonna look at my list again. Wow, this is a 20-minute video. Okay, other medications. So I'm taking prednisone. I don't know all of the names of the ones that I'm on. I'm sorry, I probably should have brought them out or something. But since I've had Crohn's, I have become, I don't know, I'm anemic now. So I have to take an iron supplement too. So yeah, like I said, take about 18 pills a day, but that includes like B12 and folic acid as well, and those are vitamins, so I guess it's not, doesn't really count, but it does count, because I mean 18, that's like extreme, you know. I'm trying to think of other questions that you guys asked me, but I can't think of anything right now. What else do I want to say? Overall, I'd say like the only way you're gonna get through it is to just like get through it, you know, like you gotta do what you gotta do, and yeah, it might suck for a while, but you just have to think of the end result. So my doctor said that by March I should have like, I'm gonna be completely off the prednisone, my face should be back to normal, and yeah. So I've been dealing with this for like over a year. Well, by March, you know, because it was like December to December, so it'll be